It's time, once again, to join the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers for Paratalk, a wide-ranging, open discussion covering everything from UFOs to psychic phenomena, cryptozoology, to paranormal encounters. Do you have a question? Or perhaps you have an experience to share? Email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. And now, here's your host, Stephen Brown, with fellow ETGS members, Steve Wiseman, Andrea Brown, Jesse Arms, Elsie Adams, and me, Mike Howard. Sit back, relax, and open your mind. It's time for Paratalk.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Hello and welcome to Paratalk. I'm your host Stephen, and it has been a while, a great long while, and we're back.
We are.
We're back.
Feels like it's been a coon's age.
It's been 2 coons ages.
Holy crap.
Yeah, 2 of them.
That's a long time.
That's a real long time.
Would that be close to a fortnight?
No, that's a video game.
Oh, okay.
Women.
They don't know anything. Jeez, oh Pete.
Excuse me?
She knows her carbs, though.
Why, yes, I do.
Yeah, so my life, and Steve, he's been here to witness it. My life in the last, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Has been miserable. Well, the last week's been a little better.
Because somebody finally decided to listen to me.
I'm not getting involved.
Really? You're not going to get my back?
Nope. He's got
Not
mine.
when it comes to mama.
Yeah, so 3 weeks ago, I started this whole keto thing. And for 2 weeks, I was miserable.
I thought it was just keto, not whole keto.
It's like that, like Whole 30.
Okay, I started this keto thing, and it sucked. I was angry.
He was.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah. I
was going to kick him out.
It was like I had the man flu, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
I was so whiny.
Ladies,
and I knew
you know the man flu. It was that bad.
Yeah. I was raging. I was pissed off because I couldn't have anything I wanted. And the thing is, if she didn't tell me you can't really eat that, then I wouldn't have wanted it.
So in other words, you were throwing temper tantrums.
I totally was, yes.
He
Yeah,
really
I
was.
But in the last week I've got better. Haven't I?
Yes.
And in the
With a
last
smirk.
but I've gotten better, and since this is Friday, the 18th, this past Saturday, since then, that was the last time I weighed until yesterday, and since then I've lost almost 6 pounds, or just over 6 pounds. Thank you.
Where's that
Thank you.
applause?
There we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wrong, dumbass.
But
I think I picked it up.
well, dude, you need to. Did you get new glasses?
I did.
I like those.
They look good on
They look
you.
good on you. Yeah, you look smart.
That's what I was going for.
You're gonna have to go by like
Success.
You're gonna have to go like by like Sir Stephen or.
Oh, if you guys could have only seen that.
Dude,
That was seductive, Steve.
yeah, but he looked at me.
I need to do it in my sexy voice.
There you go. There you go. Right there. Right
Yeah.
there.
So just so you guys know what Steve's doing, he's grabbing his glasses and pulling them down to his tip of his nose and looking over them and talking in his sexy
My
voice.
sexy voice. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I've
like
missed this.
It's like Wolfman Jack ate Batman. Nobody probably even remembers who Wolfman Jack is.
Probably not.
Who?
Wolf. Hey,
Exactly.
I almost fell for it.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I have no idea who that is.
Wolfman Jack.
Yeah.
Wolfman Jack was a DJ back in the day in like the early 80s. You know, when
From
you
the
were born.
60s on through
Yeah.
to the 80s when he
And
croaked.
and he had this voice that
Not that voice.
no, not this voice.
Oh, okay.
He had a voice that was it was like Casey Kasem. You know,
Yeah.
it was. Do you know
Meant
who he
for
is?
radio. Yeah, I do. I
Okay,
do.
yeah.
I mean, he was awesome. I
Yeah,
used
he
to
did the
listen
top
to
40, yeah.
Yeah, when you heard Wolfman Jack's voice, you knew it was Wolfman
Yeah.
Jack. I mean,
Yeah.
Very distinctive, unique. You know.
Yeah. But
Can you imitate him?
I can't remember what it was he
I
used to
can't
say.
either.
He had a catchphrase, and I can't remember. Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my friend Google.
Your friend Google. Yeah.
He's my friend too.
Yeah. Maybe you can put the speaker of your phone up next to the microphone. Maybe it'll play it.
Yeah, I can try that.
You can try that.
You should try that.
Would you look
I
at
will.
it? Just look at it.
Just look.
I'm looking.
But anyway, it's been a while
Yes.
since we've done a podcast. A long while, since November, I think we did one.
I think so.
None in
During
December.
the holidays, December is just an insane. I mean, obviously October is an insane time for us, but just life in general in December has,
Every year.
it's just
Yeah.
it's too hard. Not saying that it's not worth it,
No, it's
but-
totally worth it, but we can't get in here to the studio.
That's true because this is the present room.
Yes, this is the staging area for the presents.
It is.
Yeah, and we cannot get in here. Steve's seen it.
You could not.
No.
There was a spot like right over there.
It was where the door swings. You
There's
can't
a
even
spot.
count that. You can't even count that. But did you find it, dude?
No.
No. That sucks.
I found him. He died in '95.
Did he really?
That just seemed like
Yeah. Rip Wolfman. Yeah.
that's a long fucking time ago.
Yeah. So,
Trying to find his radio bits. There's all kinds of videos, but hard. And yeah, I'm not paying fucking $10 for a soundbite.
nah.
Kiss my arse.
But so, since it's a brand new year, welcome 2019.
Yes.
We're gonna do something different this week. We took a break from having a guest on here this week, and Jesse couldn't be with us, and Mike and Elsie couldn't be with us. We actually have an investigation tomorrow night, and we will see them except Elsie. Elsie won't be able to make it tomorrow
Yeah.
night, and hopefully you'll be able to make it tomorrow
Hopefully
night
I
after your
will.
thing.
Oh, Elsie's not gonna make it tomorrow.
No, his son's got a football thing or something. Yeah, but
There's a Wolfman Jack show sign off.
see if you can play that. Let's turn this down. He's slowly pulling it up.
Is it going to be an ad first?
Buffer.
Probably.
Buffer.
Everything is in it.
We got to close it out. That's it for the Wolfman Jack show for tonight. Again, I love you. But I'm all alone.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh.
Till I see you again tomorrow night, baby. Until tomorrow, I love you so much. I'm so blue. Bye.
Bye. It's Wolfman Jack.
He had that voice, you know. And- but anyway, so since everyone's not here with us tonight, we're going to do a year in review. So we're gonna, we had awesome guests last year, guys.
We really did.
Yes.
It was incredible.
I mean, we had mediums. We met new people.
We did.
We had people that we interviewed on our podcast come down to events with us this year.
The Vag Girls.
The Vag Girls.
And Buffy.
Yes,
And
Buffy.
Buffy came down and we interviewed her on the podcast. And our events this year. We were busy last year. We were busy all year long.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And everybody that came out to the events, that we got to meet that had followed us on Facebook and all that stuff, listened to the podcast, they were so awesome. We had a few that followed us.
Yes.
Yeah. We had a few that followed us.
Stalkers.
Sitting here thinking, what?
Stacy Kuykendall.
ETGS.
Yeah.
East Tennessee Ghost Stalkers.
And D.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they came.
Snyder?
No, not Snyder. That's Twisted Sister. Yeah.
My sister is a little twisted.
Mine's a lot twisted. Yeah, mine's probably going to listen to this because she has
I
nothing
am the
better to do.
sister.
Yeah. You are a twisted sister, aren't you? But yeah, I mean, we met those girls and they came out. They drove all the way up from wherever they lived to Screamville and hung out with us at Screamville. Then the Now the Zombie Fest. Mm-hmm. That was a blast. Cool
so
costumes.
Much fun.
Little cold.
And maybe next year if we go back, if we get invited to go back.
We've already been
did.
invited.
Oh, wait. Nobody tells me anything.
You're on our page.
But nobody...
That's your own fault.
All right, you should be like, hey, did you see this?
Hey, did you see the message from Mo Mullins the other day?
No, I
on
didn't
our page?
actually.
Mo?
I've been a little busy.
Yeah, see, well, let me
I have a job and, taking care of like 3 kids.
I don't have a shh button.
3 kids.
4 on the weekends.
Yes, 4 on the weekends.
Hey.
A little busy. A little busy.
But no, Mo.
So we're going back.
Yes.
Just every other weekend.
That's true. I would rather have you every weekend.
Oh, I love you too.
God. No, I'm trying to get these words out, but you keep talking. But,
Words?
yes. But Mo
Yes.
contacted us the other day through our ETGS page
Awesome.
and invited us back to Zombie Fest
What?
again next year.
Plus,
Oh, there's more?
Yes. He's wanting us to come to the, Music on Main or something like that?
Music on Main.
Heck
The
yeah.
haunted house is going to be open
Yeah.
during that event, and he wants us to be their guests.
Yay!
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
So thank you, Mo,
Yes.
for inviting us back. We had a blast.
Definitely, yes. Looking forward to it.
Oh my
And
gosh, yeah.
Just like always, we will be promoting the crap out of it the closer we get to it.
Absolutely. And next year, or this year, should I say, we will remind Stephen that he has to take a jacket.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's 70 degrees, 80 degrees, 90 degrees in October. He
At
is
least
taking
bring
a
it.
jacket.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I got to. I froze to death that day, y'all.
I got a picture to prove it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you do. When I finally got the blanket to myself, sitting there shivering. Yeah, it was bad.
It was funny.
It was bad.
It was funny.
But not only did we do these events, we ded the event, all of the different events at Hell's Bar Dam, which the place is amazing. That
Oh my
place
gosh.
is amazing.
We actually were revisiting it today and
Yeah,
through
together,
video.
Yeah, I'm
And
putting together a video right now that will hopefully be out this weekend. So
Mm-hmm.
be sure and check that out. It'll be on our Facebook and our YouTube, and I'll post links to it on Twitter and all that stuff.
I'm gonna
It's
tweet it.
just a shame we had to part ways with the dam on, for unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, it is. But
Still a great location.
It was a great location, and we met a lot of great people
Oh
there.
my gosh, so many good people.
R&R Paranormal,
R&R Paranormal Adventures,
the Wraith Chaser.
the Wraith
Oh,
Chasers.
yes.
We got to hang
And
out
I
with the
got
Wraith
a
Chasers.
great selfie with them.
Yeah, you did. You got a good selfie.
I should
with
get
them.
that framed.
You probably
I'm going
will.
to get that framed, actually.
Probably will.
I thought you already had it framed.
in her mind.
I have it in my mind. But I'm going to get it physically framed.
All right. Okay. You'll have to take a picture of that and then send it to Doogie on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
tag all my boys.
But and then all the people that came down to the events.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You all helped make this year amazing, or last year amazing for us, and we hope that this year is going to be even more so amazing.
The world's largest ghost hunt.
Yeah.
We blew
Awesome.
that shit out of the water,
Hell yeah.
y'all. Blew it out of the water.
I mean, there was some.
We got to give Tyler Chumley and Kevin Arms a big shout out.
We
Yes.
totally do. Yeah, Tyler and Kevin, we so appreciate you guys. We couldn't have made it through those events without you all. Y'all stepped up and stepped in there and became an ETGS member.
Absolutely.
They're like associate members.
Well, Kevin's a member by marriage.
That's true.
And
Well, Tyler's a member by Harry Potter boyfriend relationship.
Isn't it against the law for a woman to be married to two men?
I'm not married to him. He's my boyfriend. Oh my gosh.
I was talking about Jesse.
Oh, that too.
yeah, I think there's a law against that.
Maybe not in Tennessee, though.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think Tennessee really cares. But
because actually, I've read that you can actually be 12 years old and your parents can marry you off.
Why? That is
Exactly.
horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how big of an asshole the kid is.
No. Regardless, that is the absolute worst thing ever.
It is awful.
Why? Why would you do that?
Wrong. Try again, dumbass.
Wait, who are you doing that to?
I don't know. I accidentally hit that button.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to play some snippets from a few interviews this year.
Snippet.
Yep. Some sound bites. Is that better?
Nope, I like snippet.
Okay, you like snippet.
I like snippet.
I like saying snippet.
It just rolls
saying
off your tongue,
snippet
doesn't it?
sounds
Snippet.
sassy.
Sassy snippets on Sunday.
It's Friday.
Son of a snippet.
You sneaky little snippet.
Son of a snippet, son of a gun. No. Snippet.
And we'll be back.
You're listening to Paratalk. If you have a question or an experience to share, email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. And now, back to Paratalk.
Okay, guys, we are back. And as promised, here's some snippets from this year. And I'll just tell you, the first one we're going to play here is Steve and Jesse talking about their experiences in the tunnel at Hell's Bar Dam. This is a good one. You guys enjoy it. It's coming now. Jesse, tell you what they experienced.
Well, I guess we had just decided to take off and go sit in the hallway just because of the feelings that we had been getting from it all night long anyways. And we sat down, and all we had was the digital recorders. And how did it even start? We were just sitting there asking questions.
I think the cold breeze, that air just got completely chilled. I mean, it was cold that night. It was in the 40s, but this air was just so much colder than
and it was like
the
a
regular
control. It was like right where we were.
Right.
Just right there. It's almost like you could stick your hand outside of the cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that was what was so weird about it. You could actually just...
It's like you were sitting in a freezer.
Yeah, it was so weird. But I remember I asked it if it wanted to... I said, well, you can touch my hand. Oh, it had touched my head.
Right.
And I said, oh, God, something just rubbed my head. And I said, don't touch my head. But here, you can touch my hand.
I said hand, not head.
Don't mess with the hair. But it did. My whole hand got ice cold.
And I slid my hand over there, and you can feel that cold spot.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was moving. It would move across the table, and then it was gone.
Move across my face.
Yeah. Oh, just whoosh.
Like that.
You'll have to watch the video.
Very
To
dramatic.
get the visual.
So dramatic.
Because Steve does reenactment.
I do.
Yeah.
It was great.
It looks like he's trying to Vogue, but
I played an actor on TV once.
he did, yeah. Steve played the part of a paranormal investigator as himself
That I did.
on Lifetime Movie Network's Was Possessed. Check that out.
Yes. Yes.
The episode's called Carol. And you guys got kind of froze up a little bit there.
Yeah, it was crazy. Once again, that cold air just kind of surrounded the entire table where we were sitting. And at that same time, it felt like something had, walked up on both sides. On Jesse's right side, my left side, and myself. Every muscle in my body just tensed up. I could not move. At the same time, Jesse reaches over, grabs my arm. She says, "Oh my God, oh my God!" I thought I was going to lose my arm. I'd have to call 911.
It was not that bad.
Shit.
There's an evil eye going on
There
here.
was, all I know is something came up on me so fast that I didn't want to move because I felt like if I moved, something was going to happen. So all I could do was reach over and grab him, and I'm like, something is standing right beside me. And at that time, he goes, I can't even. I
couldn't move.
He said, I can't move.
I said, I'm froze solid. And, she turns her light on. I look like a freaking Tin Man, just froze in this one position.
And my one reaction is to start hitting him.
Said,
I'm
don't
like,
you do that. Don't you do that. I can't drag you out of here.
Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty dang funny.
It was.
That was funny.
But
Yeah.
the shit was crazy. Though.
It was.
Dude,
hats off to Hell's Bar Dam.
Seriously.
That place is amazing. But, yeah, we're sitting here listening to this, and I'm like, wow, Jessie's really hick.
She is.
She is.
Country.
She's a country girl. Super country. But we love our sweet tea.
Yes,
We
we do.
miss you, sweet tea.
We miss our sweet tea.
She gonna be there tomorrow night?
Yes, supposed to.
She
Yep.
better be.
Yep. I'll text her here in a bit, make sure. But
I'll text her back. I mean, text her back.
But before we go on to the next clip, there's another guy that we haven't met personally that we were in contact with a lot this year that we owe a lot to, and that's Mr. Josh Bender.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Josh Bender, the creator of the Deadlight.
Absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
The best out there.
Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
the best.
Hands down.
Yeah. I would put that IR light up against any IR light in the world. I swear I would.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
It's so durable and sleek looking.
oh, durable. One of his buddies' wives went and ran over it with a car, and it didn't crack it. It scratched it, but it didn't bust it.
Right there. It's worth it.
Not a snippet out of it.
Not a snippet out of it. So yeah, everybody check out Josh on Facebook. It's Deadlight LLC, and check out his deadlights. He's got one for everybody in the field's needs, and
I want 120 watt.
yeah. I wonder if we can. I wonder if we can talk him into that.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool. That'd be like 2 of ours.
What?
Yes.
No
Yes.
way.
Way.
I mean, we have a 60 watt. It'd be like 2 of those. 120 watts.
Hey, I can add. So you know what?
Hail to the king, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to Snippet number 2.
Snipper number 2.
Snippet number 2 comes from episode 19. I'm going to tell you guys these so you can go back and check out the full episodes. You can find them on all the platforms.
What a host.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
I mean, it's like he's got everything together.
I try. But that way you can go back. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on Podbean. We're on Spotify, where you don't even have to download. You can just stream it while you're at work or in your car. So there's no reason not to listen to
Why aren't we on
Paratalk.
Pandora yet?
Pandora doesn't do that.
Do they
They
not?
do podcasts. Podcast?
What are you drinking?
Pop.
But I don't know.
Pepsi.
I didn't know that Pandora did podcast.
Yeah.
Pandora.
Pandora does podcast on Pub Day. I'll check into that. I'll see about getting us on Pandora then. Yeah, 'cause I didn't know that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do. I got a notification the other day at work, to check out their podcasts.
All right. Well, then stay tuned. We may be on Pandora as well. So, but yeah, go back and like I said, I'll give you the guys the episodes these come from, and you can go back onto the podcast servers and check them out. So this next little clip from episode 19 is sleep paralysis, and I'm going to murder her name again unless you can say her name, Andrea. It's Eileen
Pashuta.
Pashuta. Sure.
Bless you.
Thank you. And this little clip, she's talking about what happened to her when she fell asleep during the day. And I'll let you listen to it, then we'll discuss. But I don't want no.
It's called a nap, isn't it?
Yes, Steve. Yes.
I had the scariest moment I had. I was I fell asleep during the day. It was kind of like what he was speaking of. Like it was still sunlight out. I remember I came home from work and I laid down in my bed and there was sunlight coming in my room. Just a regular daytime nap.
Right.
Well, I guess I didn't, like he said, I didn't realize that I fell asleep, but I opened my eyes. And it was just like, oh, well, I felt like I wasn't, asleep anymore. I wasn't tired. So I was like, well, I'll get up. I looked over. I couldn't necessarily turn my head, but you kind of wake up and blink a little bit. And I looked, and there was a figure sitting in a chair in the corner of the room. And it didn't have a face, but
That's fucked up.
Was all black. Sitting in the chair and just there.
Did it acknowledge you at all?
It didn't acknowledge me at one bit, but I felt it. I could feel it. I don't know how to describe it, and I could just feel it. And I was looking, and you kind of blink, and I couldn't move. And then I was like, well, what the hell is going on? And at this point, I kind of blinked again and it was gone. And then I felt my body being lifted up off of my bed, and then I was slammed down onto the bed. Now, whether or not this really happened, was irrelevant to me.
Yeah, totally.
But I was slammed down with like huge amounts of force. And then I did wake up. Per se, I sat up in a frenzy. I was sweating, and to me, it happened.
Right,
it absolutely happened. It wasn't a dream. Dreaming is just a whole different ballgame.
Well, and I think there's
so
different levels of whether it actually happens compared to happening in a state of paralysis. I mean, regardless, it's happened, it has happened to you. I mean, whether it be physically or mentally, it's happened to you and you felt it.
Yeah, that's still an experience that, be it mentally or physically,
right.
it's there. It's in your
terrifying.
head. It's terrifying.
Until the day I die, I will believe that it happened to me. My experience, it was so vivid, so real, unreal.
And could you imagine, dude, for real, could you imagine going through this shit for 32 years like she has?
Hell no.
No.
I think I'd be going crazy by now.
My ass would be locked up in some padded room.
I've gone to doctors.
All right. Yeah. So I don't want to deal with that ever.
No. I did the one time that I remember. And, you know, if it was sleep paralysis, but I swear to God I was being attacked.
Do you ever wonder, and I'm pretty sure I've said this during that episode, but, you know, how many people actually suffer from this and they don't actually realize it? You know, they just feel it and it happens randomly, and, you know, it could happen once and never happen again, like kind of like with you.
Right.
But, you know, I don't know. I wonder how frequent how prominent sleep paralysis is, and people just ignore it or don't report it, or,
Exactly.
you know, because, I mean, I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so I couldn't,
you are.
I couldn't tell you if I woke up and didn't couldn't move.
I wish I was a heavy sleeper. I hear the little bit of the snippet, and I'm up.
Now, I will say that there's,
Sorry, it's a little delayed, but that was funny.
there is one, as a mother, there is something that I could never sleep through, and it was if I knew my kids were sick, if I heard a cough, if I heard a gag. Yeah. Sorry, Jesse. But if I heard any of that, I would be up in a heartbeat and run into their room.
Right.
And I think maybe it's just because I might, don't let myself get in such a deep sleep, because just on guard.
Just keeping that one ear open.
Yeah, but even if I didn't know they were asleep, I've gotten up when they've been sick and been like, "What the crap? Here, let's cover that in newspaper."
Yeah.
We'll get that in the morning.
But yeah, this year I would like to do a follow up with her and see if she's still experiencing that and if it's gotten
That'd be
any
cool.
worse.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a follow up with our guest from episode 27.
Our guest from episode 27, yes, we definitely have to
I
do.
think we are due.
Yeah, we definitely are. And episode 27, Steve, is actually the next snippet we're going to play.
Snippet it and so.
Yes. Yes. The episode 27, if you look that up, I hope you enjoy the title as much as I enjoyed creating it. It's Mandy and the Dog-Faced Woman. And honestly, okay, Mandy is part of the gruesome twosome known as Vodka and Ghost Podcast, aka
Or as we like to call them,
Vag.
The Vag Girls.
The Vag Girls.
Love you, ladies.
So
We miss you guys.
yes, we can't wait to be on your podcast. You be on ours, and
Or come back to Knoxville.
come back to Knoxville and
there you
investigate
go.
with us. Yep, definitely gonna have to.
There's less snow down here.
Yeah. Oh, did you see her picture the other day? Good God. No, thank you.
I kind of like the snow.
Yeah, but
I would
that
have liked to
much-
had some around Christmas and then be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Tennessee.
Instead we get rain.
Yeah.
Rain, cold rain, and more rain.
Oh, but there was a couple of nice, like 68-degree days.
When?
There in December.
Oh, in December. I'm talking about like this week.
Oh.
This week
well,
it has rained almost every day and been a
It's
cold
rained
rain.
for the past 2 months.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous. Yeah. Hey, they're
when
calling
does
for
it-
snow tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah. I got to drive back South Carolina.
Not if you get snowed in.
Hey, boss, it's snowing here. There's a snippet of snow out there.
I can't make it. I can't drive in a snippet. But okay, so episode 27, Mandy and the Dog-Faced Gremlin. This was a really, really
Did you just say the dog-faced gremlin?
I did say the Dog-Faced Gremlin. Dog-Faced Woman.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I don't think I was here on that episode.
I don't think you were. Yeah, because it was pretty dang funny.
That's a good one.
But
That's good.
you did listen to it though, didn't you?
Absolutely.
That's what I thought. But
Little snippets.
We're getting ready to hear another snippet. This was Mandy and Andrea talking about Ouija boards. Yeah, this is pretty funny right here.
So, in those 17 years, on my side of it, I have never seen anything positive come out of it. Which I stated earlier. I've never investigated with a psychic medium, so I don't know their technique.
Right.
I don't know what they do. They may have a better way to close it out and say goodbye than the average Joe Blow does. They've studied that. Your average person goes to Walmart, they buy the freaking Ouija board,
the pretty pink one.
Yeah, and they bring it home, and I'm going to talk to whoever the fuck, somebody famous that's dead.
John Lennon.
Elvis.
John Lennon.
Yes.
I would love to talk to John Lennon.
Okay, Lee, back away from the Ouija board, Mandy. Back away is not going to end good for anyone. Just sit and
step away from the board.
Step away from the board, Mandy. Back away. Just buy the Beatles anthology and listen to that. But
I have messed with Ouija boards in my life, and I was young.
And the rest of that story you can hear by listening to episode 27.
It was a snippet.
That was a snippet.
That was
It left me wanting more.
That's what it was meant to do, Steve. It was a snippet.
Reeling you in here with a
snippet tease. But yeah, and you guys go check out the Vodka and Ghost podcast. Those girls are hilarious. It's a paranormal based podcast, but they are so funny. So what you got to do is you got to picture,
and they drink vodka.
That's what I was going to say. You got to picture two blonde chicks or pink haired chicks, whatever color their hair whatever color their hair is at the moment. Sitting around microphones, drinking vodka, and talking about paranormal stuff. And they actually just did. I think they took it from us because they just did a podcast on Ed Gein.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, so they've done a couple of true crime podcasts. So, and their latest one is about Ouija boards and the Zozo demon.
Ouija?
The
Ouija boards.
Yes, the Ouija board.
Hashtag Zach Baggins. But,
Zach Baggins.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Follow them on Facebook, and you will understand exactly the Zach Baggins.
Zach Baggins.
But okay, so yeah, check them out and check out episode 27, and you can hear the rest of that story, and you can hear the story of the dog-faced woman, which is creepy and messed up all by itself. It is totally creepy. Okay, we move on.
Where are we going?
We are going all the way up.
We're going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship.
Oh, Lord. Steve's dancing to, I guess it would have to be this music playing in the background here.
Nope, he has the song.
Music in my head.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so we are moving on up. Because I think you were here for this episode.
I think so too.
I smelled bacon, but I didn't see any.
Okay.
Oh gosh, do you remember smelling bacon at Waverly Hills?
Yes,
I do.
And pancakes.
Yes.
Yep.
That was incredible.
Yep.
Maple syrup.
Yep.
Yes. I want some maple syrup.
Ooh.
I want pancakes.
I can make some low carb ones.
That sounds disgusting.
They're delicious.
It's just fried cream cheese, right?
No.
Breakfast for dinner.
It's got egg in it.
Huh?
The pancakes.
Cream cheese and egg?
Yeah.
Cream cheese.
And egg.
And egg.
Well, egg I can understand. I used to put eggs in mine. It makes them fluffy.
Yeah. But cream cheese and eggs. That's a low carb pancake. Welcome to my hell.
I'll pass.
Okay, so the next the next episode is episode 30, titled "I Heard Bacon but Saw a Pixie." Don't that make you go, wait, what are they talking about? What are they?
What the hell are you
I
talking
love
about?
bacon.
I heard bacon
I saw a
and
pixie
saw a
once.
pixie. She was a stripper, Steve. She wasn't a real pixie. It was just a costume.
She told me she was.
Yeah, she lies for money. That's just how it is.
That's what happened to my bank account.
That's exactly
Yep.
what happened to your bank account. But yeah,
It was fun.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. But episode 30, I heard bacon but saw a pixie. It is with Clarissa Vasquez and Chris Carr. They are authors who wrote this super cool book. It is the name of the book is Debunking Common Paranormal Myths, Exploring Psychosomatic Pareidolia. And
Phew, that's a mouthful.
I took 3 breaths saying that sentence. But
That wasn't a snippet.
that was not a no. The title of that book is not a snippet. The title of that book is a book. But, we
But a
talk
very
about
interesting
a
book.
very interesting book. So if you ever decide you want to pick up a book and read about how to debunk the paranormal, and it's an interesting read.
I wish I could remember some of the chapter names.
Well, you're
Oh
getting
my
ready to hear
gosh.
some.
Okay.
You're getting ready to hear some. 'Cause
In one of the snippets?
in the snippet we're getting ready to play,
Look at that.
but
Just look at it.
just look at it. But yeah, this little snippet, we are discussing the titles of the chapters.
They were great.
They
were
were
great.
They really were.
So here we go, guys. Enjoy this snippet.
Your chapter titles are absolutely awesome, and reading them, I'm like, okay, I've got to get this book because these are just amazing. I know, I'm like holding it back from you guys.
Thank you.
These guys are looking at me like,
Thank you.
wait, what?
You know, it would have been all too easy for us to sit down and write this book and make it completely technical so that only people with an IQ at my level or above could understand it. But we realized really quickly that nobody would want to read it.
Right, and it does.
So we tried to make it relative to every investigator in the field. And so, not to toot my own horn, but the subtitle chapters were my idea. And I went to Chris and I'm like, I've got this idea, and I was running it by him. He goes, I think we should do it. And so I created little subtitles for each chapter, and it wound up being something kind of funny for most of them.
Oh, they're
pretty awesome, right? I mean, it's just like, all right, what the hell is that about? You want
and
to read
it does draw you in. Like, had I not seen anything else about this, but seen these titles, I would have been like, okay, now that's funny. Okay, I got to see what this is about. Just okay.
Yeah, because okay,
There's a few inside jokes, believe it or not.
I love it.
Well, let me paint this picture for you right now, so you guys can see what Steve and I are seeing. So, before we got started with the podcast tonight, I went through and went to the email that Clarissa had sent me, and I printed out the bio page and the preface for the book and all this, and Andrea grabbed the paper.
No,
Yeah.
it sat down in front of me and I picked it up.
Yeah, and so she's getting to see all this funny stuff, and me and Steve are sitting here looking at each other like, "What the hell?"
I think.
So
I think you would really love Chapter 8.
Okay, what's Chapter 8?
Sasquatch and UFOs. Dude, I saw Elvis dressed as a Yeti in a spaceship.
Nice. I saw that too. Yeah, it was last.
Oh, you saw that Elvis?
Yes, it was last Thursday on my way to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I had slept like an hour.
He needs to read this.
Yeah, I had slept like an hour and a half, and I left for work at 4:30 in the morning, and yeah, I saw it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, Elvis was eating a peanut butter sandwich, but we didn't have enough room on the page for all that text.
I love it.
Well, see, the one I saw, he was drinking a peanut butter shake.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah, it was a different guy.
Can I actually want to read these off so you guys don't.
Do you guys mind if she reads the chapter names?
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so chapter 1 is fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on the world.
Nice.
Chapter 2 is the big fish on the line. I lost 50 pounds on the paranormal diet. Is Santa Claus coming to town?
I love that.
Squirrel.
Chapter 3 optical illusions. Can you see what I'm saying?
Nice.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good. Chapter 4 orbs. The dust man in the moon.
Love it.
Yeah, yep. I like that.
Chapter 5 shadows, reflections, and portals. Oh my.
Auntie Am. Auntie Am.
And you were there, and you were there.
Chapter 6 apparitions. Don't you see the man eating the hot dog?
I did. I was probably
He
that
sees
man.
way too much. I think we might need to get him
It
checked.
was not Elvis.
It was not Elvis.
No, that was me. I was in the mirror.
that time.
And I was in the mirror eating a hot dog.
Why he's eating hot dogs looking at himself, I don't know.
I don't either.
Chapter 7 audio matrixing. Let it snow.
I heard bacon.
Bacon, yeah. And then, of course, Chapter 8 Sasquatch and UFOs. Dude, I saw Elvis dressed as a Yeti in a spaceship.
Awesome.
Chapter 9 investigation.
That's my favorite one.
That is like super. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's all Clarissa. She came up with those, which is awesome.
Chapter
And very
9
funny.
investigation divination. Is that, did I say that right? Divination?
divination, yeah.
Divination. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah, apparently I can't say it the first time.
It's slow.
You'll work on it. Just work on
I'm
it.
practicing. It's the braces.
Yeah, just breathe, grasshopper.
Chapter 10 Marian apparitions and stigmata. Oh, help me, Lord Jesus.
Oh, shit.
And chapter 11 investigation equipment. Science or snake oil?
Snake oil. I vote
Always
for
snake
snake oil every time. And you got to add more
pretty
cowbell.
much.
Yeah, you got to add more cowbell.
Seriously, if nothing else,
Those were amazing.
Those are. Yes.
everybody should just get this book just for these times.
Everybody just take a moment and let's give an applause to Clarissa for that.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for making me laugh tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. No applause, just throw money or buy the book.
Exactly. There you go.
And it's kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, you know, applause, money.
Essentially, well, you know, if they throw money directly at me, I get to keep it all. If they buy the book, I got to split it with Chris.
Oh, there you go.
I
We knew there was a
understand
catch there somewhere.
Yes, so that's right.
Okay, those titles,
Absolutely hilarious.
so funny. We laughed again listening to them again.
It was so good.
And she put some thought into that.
For real.
Yeah, so guys, go out and check out that book.
Again, the title is Debunking Common Paranormal Myths, Exploring Psychosomatic Pareidolia.
Just like the way that sounds. Psychosomatic pareidolia. That should be a band.
Should. Man, that would be really
That
cool.
would be a cool, like,
Just sounds like a fancy name for a nipple.
that's areola.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I just work here.
Yeah. Yeah, so that interview, that was awesome. I mean, and they explained a lot of the way why they think the way they think, and it totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean,
They were great people.
they were great people.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So check that episode out. That was episode 30 on Paratalk with Easton Seagull Seekers. Seekers. Good job, Steve. Good. Okay, we're going to take a short break just to play a little bumper, and we're going to come back with something special.
Special? Is it a snippet? A special snippet?
A special snippet.
Oh.
A snippet of something special.
That's exactly right. We'll be
Spicy.
back.
Awesome.
You're listening to Paratalk. If you have a question or an experience to share, email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. And now, back to Paratalk.
Told you it'd be quick.
That was quick.
It was very quick.
Super quick.
Super duper quick. So, this next one.
Smile. You're on candid camera.
No, you're on candid camera.
No, I am.
Oh.
I just took a selfie.
Oh, here I was smiling. Hey.
I already took
How
a picture of
you
you.
doing?
How you doing?
All right, so this last one. I'm just going to go ahead and just do this right here.
Number 1.
Okay. I'm not saying this is the number 1 episode we had last year, but this is the winner of the most unbelievable moment of the year award. Don't you agree?
I agree.
We're giving out awards?
It's a verbal award.
Okay.
Yeah. We will give you a. Let me see that. We have this right here on hand. This is a. I don't have my. How many ounces is that, Steve?
I could have read
It's
that
a
to you.
35 milliliter, 1.2 fluid ounce bottle of Crest Pro Health.
Mouthwash. Okay, that's what you win.
So fresh and so clean.
All right, so
Might need it after them sour cream and egg pancakes.
just might. Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah, and it's cream cheese, not sour cream.
Well, whatever.
Yeah,
It'd be
it's-
better if it was sour cream.
I could probably make them with sour cream.
Okay.
You eat sour cream in cakes.
Yeah, that makes them moist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're making moist, fluffy
Moist.
pancakes.
Moist.
Moist.
I like it moist.
Moist.
Okay, y'all are creepy.
All right. So here we go. This one comes from episode 22. Way back. This is episode 22 titled, Did That Really Just Happen? This was our interview with Stephanie Hutnick. She's from Detroit Paranormal Expeditions. And she hosts a video podcast on Facebook. And she's a physical medium or psychic medium. I can't remember. I swear I can't remember. One of the two. She's a medium.
I believe it's psychic medium.
Yeah.
I believe.
But she's a medium.
She's
And-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm just going to set this up, and then we're not going to say anything else about it, and we'll play it, and then we'll discuss. So Stephanie had us take a picture of Steve during the podcast and send it to her. She got it. She immediately picked up something.
And here you go.
And here it comes as soon as I get my... Here we go. Here we are.
She's
Who? So I have a man with me. After looking at Steve's picture, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily tied to Steve, but we'll see. I feel like he'd be an uncle. Sandy colored hair, shorter. Like a regular build, probably 5'10", 5'11". Hold on. I feel like he's an uncle. Now, that doesn't mean he has to be an uncle. Like, you know, some people's parents, friends, they call them uncle. I don't know. I just keep hearing uncle. But I feel like this guy didn't pass away that long ago.
okay. Steve's sitting here with goosebumps.
Yeah, wow. My
And
uncle,
I'm sorry, but that's never happened at an interview where spirits like talking to me. I think it's because I looked at your picture.
Wow. I mean, he's sitting here literally with goosebumps, Stephanie.
wow, my dad's buddy that was in the Navy with him.
Hold on a minute. He's got to take a break. Yeah.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
That's.
We could talk about it after.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you can go
Yeah,
take
we'll-
5 if you want. We'll continue to talk to Stephanie if you want to go take 5. Yeah. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, take a break.
Yeah. Steve's going to take 5. We're going to continue to talk to you. Because, I mean, you definitely hit something
I'm
on the
sorry.
head.
I'm
No,
so
no,
right now.
no.
No. You're fine. You're fine.
No.
I mean, this was
I
totally
mean, that's what
impromptu.
happens a lot of the time, but
Wow.
that's never happened where I've been doing a radio show and like spirit's not, I kind of tune myself out
Mhm.
to that while I'm talking to you guys. But
Mhm.
I think something, if I'm turned down, like say I turn, psychic on low or medium on low. If I'm looking at something and there's something important enough to come through, then my guide will make him let them through.
Huh.
Wow.
So at that moment, that man had to make himself known to me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel bad that he's upset.
No, I think it just kind of caught him off guard.
It totally caught
I
him
think
off
it
guard.
did too, because when she first said uncle, I kind of freaked out a little bit because my uncle passed away.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, no.
But, I mean, yeah.
I think it just kind of caught him off guard because he.
Was it recent? I don't feel like it was that long ago.
Yeah, my uncle
like
passed.
maybe less than 2 years.
Oh, his uncle?
I think it was really recent.
Really recent,
Yeah.
apparently. I mean, because, Steve's dad and everybody lives up in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Steve goes up and he visits his dad. But, I mean, he tells us how the visit goes, and that's about it. And,
Yeah.
okay, he's coming back now. So we'll
Okay.
get the update on it. You okay, bro? Yeah. All right, cool. Let me turn your mic back on.
Just kind of took you off guard there.
Yeah. Wow.
It's cool though, ain't it?
Okay.
It's like in a weird place.
Okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
You're all right. You're all right. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. It was just like dead on. My dad had a real good buddy in the Navy. His name was Frank Basso, and they were best friends. Uncle Frank was several years older than Dad, but growing up as a kid, Mom and Dad they separated when I was 7, but Uncle Frank he lived in Rhode Island, and as kids he would take us everywhere. He'd take us to all the theme parks you could think of. We would spend weeks and weeks at his house during the summer.
There's something to do with water.
Unless that has something to do with the Navy,
I'm being shown water.
Well, we used to go to the beach down over in Cape Cod,
There you go.
and the beach house and stuff. So that might have something to do with it. And he just died, about 4 months ago.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
While you were out, she goes, I feel like it's recent, like within the last 2 years at least.
Yeah. It's been less than 6 months ago.
Yeah. Wow.
So funny.
Wow.
But, wow.
I get a great a sense of like okay, say a man's just standing and he's looking up and he's patting like his chest and nodding his head like a proud feeling and a love.
Wow.
Oh.
That's freaking
Oh my
awesome.
gosh, I'm gonna cry.
I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, that's
Wow.
that's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I've gone through some hard times.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, well,
in the
that's
past
exactly why
15
he's here.
years. Wow.
He's always around you.
Oh.
Dude, that's our
Wow.
girl.
I don't know. I know. I don't. Some people think I'm silly when I say this, but you can verbally talk to him out loud.
I
He
do.
can hear you. He might not be able to respond. Yeah, do it. Keep doing it. He's around. He hears you.
Yeah,
Hold
'cause
on.
I haven't seen him in probably almost 20 years. And just the week that he died, I finally got a hold of his niece in Rhode Island. And when I got a hold of her, I was like, oh shit, thank God I can talk to Uncle Frank now. And that night she told me he passed away that week.
Oh. I'm being shown the color red, but I don't know what he's trying to tell me. Red.
He had a red Plymouth Duster that I loved.
Okay. Yeah. Did he kind of was he like the funny guy?
Oh my God. Yes, he was. He
Okay. I feel like he'd pick on your dad though, but in a loving way, and be the funny guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I see this guy lights up a room, man.
When we were kids, we used to make him eat our chicken wings, which were our pinky fingers. And as kids, me and my sisters and my cousins, we would all shove them in his mouth at the same time. Have your chicken wings, Uncle Frank. And he would just chomp on them. And
oh my
That's
gosh!
Awesome.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
I wasn't expecting any of this crap tonight.
No.
Hey, let's all take pictures and send them to her.
I don't want to know. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Intense.
Very.
Yeah, and so that's why that one is the winner of the most unbelievable moment of the year award. And Stephanie, if you'll send us your address, we'll send you your
mouthwash.
Your mouthwash. Your 3.5 milliliter bottle of mouthwash.
We'll send you an ETGS decal.
Yeah. But yeah, that was amazing. That
It really
so
was.
amazing. And she stumped us all.
Yeah.
I mean,
to say the least.
I never really put any thought into mediums and all that. I thought, it's just all show and tell, But she changed my mind. Definitely. Are you guys paying attention?
I'm petting
Yes.
your dog.
Yeah, Andrea's playing with her phone.
No, I am taking pictures to put on our podcast page.
She's doing research.
I am. I'm totally doing research.
Okay. All right. Well, here comes something special that I did just for you guys here.
Did you finally poop?
No. No. We're not talking about that. But something special I put together for us here on Pair Talk and for our listeners. And I hope you guys all enjoy. So here it is.
All right. It is Saturday.
It is.
May 12th.
Yes.
2018. And it has been about 78 days since we had Steve and Jesse both in here with us.
I know.
God,
They're
that
back. They're
No, there ain't no way.
No, there's no 78 days.
78 days.
Yeah, that's direct calculations right there.
That's pretty precise.
That just came out.
That's on point.
I mean,
Well-
that was so straight it came out of his butt right there.
I thought I smelled shit.
Classic.
Why don't you tell what brought your love for Jesse?
Okay. So
Why do you love me?
I love you because it was me and Jesse, and we were in the auditorium, and the guys, I don't even know where they were.
Gone
They were gone
somewhere.
We went to pee.
Oh, okay. But we were standing up there, and we had the spirit box going, and we're just sitting there, and we were getting all kinds of hits, and so many voices coming through, and I hear her say, "Are you good or are you bad?" And it was at that moment I looked and I was like, "Oh my God, I love her."
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
I come in when you need help.
He's a
I'm not
stand-in.
full time.
Well, we appreciate that. We totally do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because without you here, it would be
Boring.
It would be so easy to gang up on Steven.
I know, right?
It'd be so much easier
So I
for
guess
us.
since I'm filling in for Steve, does that mean that I got to make all the corny jokes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to hit on me.
Yeah.
And talk about how much you love
I
sweet
quit doing that a
tea.
long time ago.
Come on.
Gold dang.
Now we know her true feelings.
Jesse is wishing us dead to do EVP sessions.
I totally want to talk to y'all spirits. It'd be cool.
Oh, you can talk to her.
Boo.
You'd never leave me alone if you were dead. God.
He's never going to leave you alone.
Alive or dead, it don't matter.
He's going to be gone. He's going to be like, where's Jessie at? Oh, I know where she's at.
Yeah, don't yawn.
And there goes his Pepsi. Oh my gosh. He's spitting it.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, guys. I wish you could.
Sorry, I drank some sweet tea.
It'll do it every time.
Was it good or was it bad?
Hand bad.
Yeah. Oh.
Bad.
Very
Girl, we worked that, inside the mental hospital.
Yes.
We saw these effects.
Yes.
Yeah. We work with this every day.
What are you pointing at me for?
We know the effects. Years later, we know the effects.
Hello?
Drugs are bad, okay?
Just say no.
Drugs are bad, okay? But anyway,
Y'all come back and see me now. Yeah.
And we're just the eye candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crunch, crunch.
You ain't right, man. You ain't right. And we are officially delirious.
Cold thing.
Cold thing. Oh, shit. There we go.
Okay.
He's crying.
He's crying.
Do they have hypnagogic creams?
No, that sounds kind of
Is
like
it topical?
Nope.
unsavory. I don't know.
It's only by suppository.
Well, then I'm stuck with it forever. Forever. But just...
I won't say.
Shut up. Shut up. This is me. Not you.
Not you, Steve.
It's about me.
It's Jessie time.
But yeah,
Let's
that's
sweet tea
pretty
talk.
much it. That's right. Are you good? Or are you bad?
And Steve, he's bad. I mean,
Don't drink the Kool-Aid, Steve.
My willpower's not very good.
Stick with the Pepsi.
who was it you just sounded like? That was so funny. It's like I've had the man flu every day. I come home like,
God, I am so sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
I'm tired.
Oh, man.
I can't feel my fingers.
Can't lift. Can you reach
Help
my
me
drink?
pee.
I got an itch in my belly button. Can you help?
No. No.
God.
There's the line.
Yeah, there's that line again.
Yeah.
Right there.
You just crossed it. You've just been put in podcast jail.
Oh.
We get our vag shirts.
Oh, we're going to be sporting
How many
vag.
on our
How many
chest.
different conversations can we have at this point where
I'm sure
we're
we could
talking
have
and then they're
enough.
talking?
Yeah.
And
Hey,
then,
you guys have
Well,
to
isn't that
sport some
normally how it
vag, too.
goes?
Yeah, it is.
I sport vag every day.
I'm not talking about with panties.
You want us to wear our vag on our shirt?
Absolutely.
Go vag.
Yes. Team vag.
Team vag. It's all about that vag.
Oh my gosh.
Funny as hell.
Dude, it's been a great year.
Seriously.
It was a great year.
It has been a great year. Man.
This is-
We're I mean, if people listen to this podcast, they will see.
Do they listen?
Right now we have had over 120,000 downloads. So somebody's listening. Somebody.
Is it just you pushing the button 120,000 times?
I don't have that much time.
And how many countries? It's like what?
Like 30 something.
Damn, that's
yeah.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you to absolutely everyone who has downloaded our podcast, shared it,
Streamed it,
everything.
And laughed at our crazy
Yes.
asses.
Yeah. And in turn, I hope we, in between all the laughs and everything, we try to give out some good information.
Edumacate.
Edumacate. A little bit.
It's at schooling.
Oh, schooling.
You get it through a
Yeah.
suppository.
I got one in right now.
TMI. Blech.
Because Mama said it ain't the devil.
Oh my God.
Cold dang.
Cold dang.
Oh my gosh! I swear, if this year is half of as much fun doing this podcast as last year was,
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh, it's gonna be
It's going to be
amazing.
insane.
Yeah.
But I predict it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, I think it will.
I second that motion.
Hear, hear.
I third.
All in favor?
And-
Aye.
Aye. And I'm
Me.
going to go ahead and put in an absentee vote for Jesse and Mike and Elsie that they agree that this is going to be even better.
Yes. Yes.
I don't care what you can say, guys.
It's all right. They'll agree.
They'll agree.
Yeah. And by the way, Jesse, it's been 72 days since you were here on Paratalk last.
I think
And
it's been longer than that.
I think it's actually been longer than that.
It seems like it's been months and months since I've been here.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think, well, you were here for the last one, I think.
When the hell was that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
No, you wasn't here for the last one. Jesse and Kevin were here for the
Yeah,
last
Kevin
one.
sat in for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Flirted with my wife.
Yeah. How dare he flirt with his legal wife?
Right? What the hell?
That's your job.
She's your work wife.
Right?
I think that takes precedent.
Shit. Fire save matches.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
and
this has been awesome.
Another thing that we failed to mention at the top of the podcast when we were talking about everything cool that happened this year is we added Mike and Elsie.
Absolutely.
We added.
You know what? Which I think the reason we failed to mention it is because it really has seemed like they've actually always been apart.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for the past, 3 years?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, since first
Yeah.
Old South Pit.
Yeah,
Or
so,
second South
I mean,
Pit.
it's not like we are failing to mention, but they've always actually just felt like they were part of the group anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And, yeah.
But,
and Mike does, like, when we first started this podcast, I shot Mike a message. It's like, hey, dude, because Mike's a DJ. He works in radio.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
That's how we met him, dumbass.
And he's an actor.
And he's an actor.
He's very multifaceted.
On that silver screen?
On the silver screen and on the boob tube.
That boob.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, I shot him a message and said, hey, man, would you care to cut us an intro for a podcast? And he's like, of course. And
only a couple of revisions later, now we have our...
Oh, he's cut 3 for us.
Yeah.
3 for us total. And, he this new bumper that we have, he does. The closing that we'll play here in a few minutes, he does. We appreciate him so much.
You know what? I love our group.
I do too.
I do too.
And everybody in it.
God bless us, everyone.
That's one thing I do miss, though.
What?
Christmas movies on the
Yeah.
Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
You know what? We've been watching Hallmark and not Christmas movies.
No.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
just as awesome.
It's Hallmark winter movies.
What?
I'm telling you, you would love them. We should go cry together.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
But no, we are going to end this. But thank you guys so much.
Just for tonight.
Yeah, we're gone just for tonight.
We'll be back.
We'll be back soon. We'll be
Like
back.
ASAP.
Another 78 days?
No.
Damn.
That was in like surround sound.
Did you get that?
I got it.
Okay.
My fucking ass ain't moving from this chair.
I will do another one right now.
That's the plan. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
It was the plan, but I got to come up with some material.
We can wing it.
Yeah, we can wing it. But
I like wings.
you can't have them anymore.
I feel the need.
Yeah, you can.
The need for speed.
Avada-kedavra.
Oh,
I just
smell
made you
bacon.
die.
yeah, and I heard Yeti. But thank you guys for listening, and I know we get all over the topics and all off the topics during the podcast, but we get in here talking and we just have fun, and
We're just a bunch of country folk from East Tennessee.
yeah,
That's
and-
true.
Well, he's a transplant.
We'll take
Yeah,
transplants.
and Jesse's a transplant.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I'm a transplant, but that was a long, long time ago.
Well, me too, but
Okay, we're all transplants.
yeah,
So there.
we're all transplants. Okay.
So I've been a transplant my whole life.
Yeah.
I have.
But
Transplant. Transplant. That's a weird word. Transplant.
It's not as weird as Snippet.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
But you know when you say a word so many times, it just doesn't even sound right?
Peanut butter.
peanut butter always sounds right.
Don't make me start.
But you know what, Steve? He kind of looks like the guy that would get peanut butter in his belly button.
And I'm done.
We are all in podcast jail.
Yes.
Okay. So, until next time, guys, be sure and download and share and
Like, subscribe,
and
comment, rate.
Yes, please comment and rate the podcast on whatever platform you're listening on.
Isn't that illegal?
What?
To rape the
No,
rate.
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 Dude,
Yes.
and you're in the equation. You can't rape the willing.
True point. True point.
So, but yeah,
Ain't
share, like, comment, rate the podcast, and be watching Facebook this weekend and YouTube for our new video coming out.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And we have some special guests on this one.
Wait,
They make an appearance. Yeah, be watching for it.
Yeah, I think you can see the one guy's ear. It's
okay.
a good shot though.
It's in 4K.
Yeah, hey,
It's like
with the dead light.
You could touch the ear. Yeah,
I was behind the body.
yeah. You
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And next to the body.
Yeah.
When we go off air, I need to mention something to you.
Okay.
Maybe we can work something out with this dude.
Okay. Sounds good.
Please.
All right, guys. Until next time, I'm Steven.
Yeah, I'm Steve.
And I'm Andrea.
And you've been listening to Paratalk.
You've been listening to Paratalk with the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers. If you have a question or comment about the show you just heard, or you have an experience to share, or you need to contact us concerning an investigation, feel free to email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. We invite you to find and like the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us online at easttnghostseekers.org. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Paratalk.